Hi everyone, it's Alia or Cake Legend, and since Valentine's Day is coming up really soon, in today's video we're going to be making this really cute buttercream stripe cake with all these little fondant hearts and a chocolate drip. I know this design looks like it might be a little bit challenging, but it's actually really easy. We're going to start with a little fondant heart punch. I actually used this small one and one that's a bit larger, and I cut out different shades of pink. This is the first step because we want these hearts to harden while we make our cake, and then we're going to add them on last. So cut out as many hearts as you'd like. I cut out this many, but I didn't even use all of them. And then I also wanted to paint some of them gold, just as a little accent, but that's completely optional. You don't have to do that. And then set those aside and grab your cake because we're gonna start masking it in our white buttercream. As you can see, I'm not doing a crumb coat, and like I say in every video, you can find that video in the top right hand corner. It saves me so much time and I definitely recommend trying it out. But if you do prefer a crumb coat, then go ahead and do that. We're going to mask our cake in the white buttercream and then use this cake comb to create the little grooves that we're going to fill with pink buttercream to create our stripes. You don't need to pass over with your comb too many times because you don't want to be taking off most of the buttercream yet. You just want to do it so that you have these even indentations and then put your cake in the freezer to chill. While the cake is chilling, you're going to mix up your pink buttercream and put it into a piping bag. No need for a tip, we're just going to snip off the end of the bag so that we have like a small-ish sized hole. Then we're going to pull the cake out of the freezer and fill in all the little grooves with the pink buttercream. Don't be afraid to overfill these because we're just going to go in with our bench scraper immediately after and start smoothing it out. This is why it's better to have more pink buttercream because you can easily fill in all the little holes. And since our cake was cold, the white buttercream was firm, so it's going to start firming up the pink buttercream pretty quickly. You're going to have to heat up your bench scraper in between scrapes every now and then. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. Well, you can't really see, but when I disappear for a moment, I'm running my bench scraper under hot water. And you only need to keep scraping until you're happy with how your stripes look, until they look even. Then I'm using a hot knife to slice off that top edge because I can't really use my offset spatula to smooth it out like I normally would since it's firm from being in the freezer. So you can use a hot knife to just slice it off, and you only need to get it even. You don't have to fuss over making it look super perfect because the whole top is going to be covered with a chocolate drip. For my chocolate drip, I just melted some dark chocolate chips and mixed some vegetable oil in there to get it runnier. You can also use ganache if that's preferred. And then how I like to do my drips is I put it into a piping bag and then I do it in like sections. I'll pipe along the top edge, making sure that there's still some on like the top surface of the cake, and I let it kind of naturally drip down and just add chocolate where I feel the drip should be longer, if that makes sense. If you prefer to use a spoon, or if you like pouring all the chocolate in the middle and then using an offset to spread it out and drip it down the sides, definitely do that. Do whatever is more comfortable for you. This is just how I like to do all of my chocolate drips. Once I'm done with the sides of the cake, I empty out my piping bag on the top of the cake. I'll add a little more chocolate from my mug if I feel like I need it, and then I just simply use a small offset to spread it to the edge. And as you saw at the end there, I always like to end it with like a little swirl on top instead of leaving it flat with like the weird smudges in different directions. And then before that dries, we're going to pipe our white buttercream wreath. Is that what this is called? Or rope border, I think? Yeah, I just Googled it and it is called a rope border. So you just do like a little circular motion, make sure they overlap and continue on all around the top edge of the cake. I do this while the chocolate is still wet so that my sprinkles are going to stick to it later. First, I add all of my hearts that we cut out at the beginning, and you can just place them however you like. I was being kind of particular because I wanted it to look elegant from the front. But this is where you can just have fun and do whatever you like to do with your cake. There really wasn't any particular pattern or secret to this. Like I was literally just placing hearts however I thought looked cute on the cake. Then for the sprinkles, I used one of those sprinkle mixes that are just a bunch of white pearls, but they're like all different sizes. They got big ones, mediums, small ones, and tiny ones. And I also used some coarse sugar because I thought it looked kind of glittery and fun. When I was done with the top of the cake, I used a small star tip to pipe a border going around the base of the cake. It was just your basic shell border. And then I added the sprinkles, the coarse sugar, and just a couple more hearts on the front side. And after that, the cake was finished. I think it looks adorable, so cute and so simple, but it looks so elegant and fancy. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you try making this cake for yourself. If you do, be sure to tag me on Instagram. The social media links are in the description box below. And if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!